What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chaos. My name is the-tek, and today we're actually going to be reacting to something that's going around the internet, which is in my circle of expertise, so to speak. Now, for those of you who know me on Discord, I am a certified personal trainer now, and I'm working on becoming a physique and bodybuilding coach. So I'm working on that certification. So some of the stuff that's going to come up in this video very much has to do with that. On top of that, I'm just going to be, doing what I normally do as a comedian and just poking fun at this guy. Who are we talking about? Well, we're talking about none other than the Liver King. If you don't know who the Liver King is, well, you must have been living under a rock. This guy made a name for himself on TikTok for eating raw animal liver, animal hearts, and stuff like that, doing this weird exercise challenge. I think it was called the Barbarian Challenge, I believe it was. And he preaches like the ancestral tenets and weird crap like that. Well, just recently it came to light that he was not natural. Oh my god, I am surprised! And, in light of all that, yeah, he decided to, go public and apologize. So, we're gonna be watching that, and we're going to be reacting to it, because I think it'll be interesting.
Primals!
Hi, why is it just in my left ear?
Primals! I'm making this video to apologize.
Yeah, look at how sorry he is.
Because I fucked up. Because I'm embarrassed and ashamed. Because I lied, and I misled a lot of people.
Honestly, it's not like we didn't know. Like, I mean, obvious PED use is obvious, but I mean, why lie about it in the first place? Like, there are plenty of bodybuilders out there that actually are open about the fact that they use performance enhancers. People like Greg Doucette, Noel Diesel, Anthony Mantello, Chris Bumstead, all these guys are open and honest about their PED use, and it doesn't seem to be hurting their business any. So, I mean, once people start to suspect that you weren't natural, why not just say that? I'm already stuck on that.
I've stated that this is a complicated as fuck topic, at least to me it is, because before social media, I was rich and anonymous, and after social media, I'm still rich, but no longer anonymous, and I never expected this kind of exposure.
I never expected that when I went on TikTok that I would actually, become not anonymous.
Yes, I've done steroids, and yes, I am on steroids, monitored and managed by a trained hormone clinician. Liver King, the public figure, was an experiment to spread the message, to bring awareness to the 4,000 people a day who kill themselves, the 80,000 people a day that try to kill themselves.
Okay,
Our people are hurting at record rates with depression, autoimmune, anxiety, infertility, low ambition in life.
Okay, that's a lot of shit to unpack here. Just bring it down for a second, my man. You started this facade, the Liver King, as a social experiment in order to call attention to people who are suffering from anxiety disorders, autoimmune disorders, depression, people who are contemplating things like not being alive anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong, but nowhere in any of his materials does he ever mention any of that. So how are you bringing awareness to any of these things? It's like I start saying I started my channel to bring awareness to people who have depression. Yet I don't mention depression at all. You would quite clearly think that I'm just trying to get sympathy. And honestly, that's kind of what I feel right now. I personally believe you did not do this to spread awareness to, suicide and all that stuff. But you did do this to spread awareness of yourself. Final answer.
Our young men are hurting the most, feeling lost, weak, and submissive. So I made it my job to model, teach, and preach a simple, elegant solution called ancestral living, the 9 ancestral tenets, so our people no longer have to suffer, so we can collectively express our highest and most dominant form. This is my fight. This is why I exist.
That's bullshit. All right. This whole time you've been preaching these ancestral tenets, doing these barbarian challenges, and selling your supplements. Dude, you have a financial stake in all this. That's part of the reason you wanted to put this character out there to help bring more traffic to your business. Yeah, he does own a supplement company. I'm not going to show it because I don't want to give this guy any more traction than he's already getting. But he sells things like beef liver supplements, beef organ supplements, wild caught fish eggs, ancestral minerals, all this beef thyroid, all this crap that he says that you need to take to live a healthy life. None of this is going to help your mental health, and that's kind of the thing that is kind of triggering me just slightly. Now, I will say this. Regular exercise will actually have benefits as far as improving your mood and all these other things. It does have health and mental health benefits. However, if you do have actual mental health problems, i.e. depression, anxiety, and any type of mental health disorder, exercise isn't going to fix that. This is where I have to say, if you're suffering from any mental health issues, you should seek out a licensed professional. And I'm not that. I'm not a licensed professional. I'm just a guy you come and pay to give you ways to torture yourself in the gym.
While spreading the message, I've been on several podcasts, and when asked if I've ever taken steroids, I've always said no. I don't touch this stuff, not gonna touch this stuff, never touch the stuff.
Uh-huh.
That was a lie.
No shit. If you were to see this man walking out in public, this is definitely the guy you'd point at and go, that guy. That's a guy who's definitely not on steroids right there. Mm-hmm.
I've convinced myself that this had nothing to do with the ancestral message. I convinced myself that I'm not a competitive athlete of any kind, so who the fuck am I cheating? I've convinced myself that this was the vocal minority, usually and I had convinced myself that this would be the wrong message to send to the 15-year-old boys. So I continually dismissed it, and I dug myself into a bigger and deeper hole.
We said it would be the wrong message to send to 15-year-old boys. Honestly, I don't think you had 15-year-old boys on the mind. At least I hope not, because, Chris Hansen might show up and, ask you questions.
Why don't you have a seat right over there? Okay.
But let's be honest, you were trying to create a character, and you wanted to portray this character as benefiting totally from the ancestral tenets. And you believe that when people figured out you were taking steroids, it would take away from your idea of, the ancestral tenets, which, guess what? It kind of does. Yeah, you dug yourself into a deeper and deeper hole, but it's not like no one knew. Honestly, we'd be more surprised if you were natural.
In 2021, when I was 43 years old, I didn't feel 100% physically or cognitively. So I went to get monitored and managed by a trained hormone clinician to see what the fuck was going on with my life.
Why did he say that was so dramatically? What the fuck is going on with my life? What is wrong with me? Give me testosterone!
And so yes, it's true. I have tried several peptide combinations in an effort to increase my growth hormone, and it didn't work, meaning that my levels still remained below the normal level.
Well, growth hormone normally decreases with age, so, it's honestly not something you would want to raise in the first place. It does have some performance-enhancing benefit to some people. Some people can take it and get amazing benefits. Some people will take it and not gain anything. But honestly, the problem with growth hormone is that even if people are experiencing symptoms of low growth hormone, most doctors aren't even willing to prescribe it to help fix those symptoms, because there's pretty much a guaranteed risk of developing cancers because of how growth hormone works. I'm not going to get too deep into the science, but basically it just causes your cells to divide more often than they should, which opens the door for cancer. So most doctors won't even prescribe you growth hormone, even if you need it, even if you're experiencing symptoms. So yeah, prescribing peptides isn't really going to do a whole lot. I don't believe. I could be wrong. I haven't really done a whole lot of research into peptides.
So yes, it's also true that I've tried pharmaceutical-grade growth hormone, and I finally found success in managing therapeutic levels in the normal range. Yes, this is true. I've continued on with 0.6 cc's of testosterone per week, roughly 120 milligrams of testosterone a week. And no, I don't take any other steroids like nandrolone or winstrol, but I have tried them in the past without success.
Okay, so he's on growth hormone. I don't know the dosage for growth hormone because honestly, I don't want to know. Testosterone, 120 milligrams of testosterone every week. That probably, I don't know. It's hard to say because I don't know how big he is or how well his body tolerates the injection or anything like that, but typically that's going to put him up into the higher range of normal. Well, he might actually have a normal total testosterone, but his free testosterone is going to be higher than average. On top of that, because he's injecting it and he's not having to produce it naturally, he's going to keep a more consistent level of testosterone, other than unlike somebody like myself, where if I have poor sleep or if I go drinking or if I have a poor diet, my testosterone levels are actually going to dip. So I'm not going to recover or build as much muscle with lower levels. Whereas if he does all that, it's just fine. His testosterone levels are going to stay at the same rate, and he's going to recover just fine.
Yes, it's also true that my blood chemistry got all fucked up while taking nandrolone and winstrol. My lipids got all deranged. My liver enzymes went sky high, which is why clinical oversight is an absolute must. Nope. The Liver King brand has had nothing, or at least very little, to do with my business success. My companies were already kicking ass, already successful before the Liver King public figure, growing at 50% year over year and still growing at the same pace after the Liver King public figure.
Okay, so I do agree with him. If you are considering taking PEDs, which you shouldn't be, or if you're currently using PEDs, you should be monitored by a doctor regardless. But yeah, PEDs, all you hear about are the positives, but it can do a lot of other things to you, which is why it's very important to be seen by your doctor. Or just, don't fucking do it. But I don't understand why you had to throw in, oh, my business was successful before the Liver King figure, and it's still growing at the same rate after, so, like, pff. It's not entirely my fault, guys. Honestly, you were trying to mislead people. I believe you were. Or you were just doing it for clout, just because you could. And, oh, shit, why did I do that? Shit, I loosened up my microphone. Why did I do things? But yeah, if you didn't do it for your business, that only leaves, then did you just start this, just to get clout? Are you chasing clout? Because that's my personal belief. You did it just to raise awareness of yourself.
Nope, I've never had ab implants, ab etching, or any other plastic surgery, and I sure as fuck never actually had gene editing done in Singapore. Ultimately, why do I do them? When I talk about the 85% of the population that suffers from self-esteem issues, that's me.
I think that's really it. I think that's the whole reason why he started this to begin with. It was born as a self-esteem issue. So imagine you have self-esteem issues and you're building yourself up. Oh, stop, you're going to the gym, you're working out. You're getting all this attention from other people that you never got before. And you're like, wow, this is nice. Maybe if I work out some more, go for some more PRs and, increase my bench strength, or if I increase the size of my biceps, maybe I'll get some more attention. And you do it. And you get more attention, and then you build up this business, and you start selling supplements, and you're like, wow, I can't believe this. I'm getting all this money. I'm so successful. But upon building up that business, you realize that you're still alone, and you're still sad. You still have self-esteem issues, because the real problem wasn't the fact that you didn't look good or you weren't successful. It's the fact that your dad didn't love you enough, didn't give you enough hugs, never took you to Disneyland or to Universal Studios when you were a kid, because he couldn't afford to, because he wasn't really in your life, because he went out to get milk and never came back. just an example.
I previously have said, in a weird way, I'm grateful for the recent events that have shed light on this complicated as fuck topic. I knew I needed to take this opportunity to openly discuss everything for me to be a better human.
It's not a complicated topic. You took PEDs, people asked you if you were on PEDs, and you denied it. It's not that complicated. My pause game is just on point today. He's sitting over there. Looking like he's... Oh, God. Those tabs are starting to kick in, man.
If there are any questions that remain unanswered, send them my way. I fully own that I fucked up. I am as sorry as a man can be. And all I can do is take extreme ownership right now, be better, and lead myself to a better life as a better human. Again, thank you to everyone for the support, the criticism, the love, the hate, and above all else, the loyalty.
Is he sorry? No. I don't think so. In all honesty, it's the fact that you tried to portray yourself as natural. You were saying stupid shit like, just take these supplements. Just eat raw liver. Just eat raw meats. Put your cell phone in a trash bag made of tinfoil to block out the radiation, because that's going to give you cancer, even though it's a lie. Or take these supplements, or do the barbarian challenge. Do all this. You were instructing people on how to live, and you were selling false hope. This is why you had haters to begin with. You also said things like, "Don't do cardio. Cardio's bad." Honestly, if there's one thing that you take away from this, as a personal trainer, I'm not your personal trainer. You should ask your doctor before, starting any new exercise routine. And I'm not a doctor. Cardio is the most important thing you can do for your health, okay? 150 minutes, moderate intensity, every single week. It'll help you feel better. It'll help you live longer, as long as your doctor says you can do it. And he was telling people not to do that. Like, honestly, none of us were surprised that you took PEDs. No one was surprised that you took PEDs. We kind of all knew you were taking PEDs, my man. It's more or less everything else that you were doing at the same time. And while claiming that you weren't taking PEDs, that was the problem. Very few people actually believed you. So, I mean, yeah, honestly, he's not really sorry about taking steroids. He's more sorry that he got caught. Like, that's the thing. Like, it was never about, protecting himself. It was about protecting his ego. Like, that's about it. That's going to do it for today. Let me know what you guys thought of this in the comment section down below or over in the Discord. If you like what you saw, subscribe and become a member of my meme cult. Maybe I'll actually make a meme video next time. And if the feeling takes you and you are a member of the cult, check out the link in the description below for Patreon, or you can just pay your tithe there, or you can send me a one-time offering in the form of a super thanks. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed it, feel free to show me some love down below by hitting the like button, and don't forget to check out the annotations for more videos. And I will see you in the next video.